to be over here because my iPad needs to charge. But welcome back to another smoke sesh. I'm glad to have you here. I ate mushrooms. I ate mushrooms and I feel like they're about to kick in because I'm noticing some weird, like, I don't know how to explain it. My face looks like it's moving differently on the camera. It's kind of trippy. But we out here. Actually, should I just put it down already? Oh yeah, that feels better. Let me actually, like, fucking talk. Okay, so why did I take mushrooms? I have had them on my shelf for months. I don't remember when I bought them, but it was definitely last year when I bought them. And it is now about to be April. What is today, actually? I have not been keeping track. It's March 30th. The time moves so fast. I just felt like it was time. I hadn't been taking them because I was getting situated with my home life and fixing things in my house and in my room, and it took a while for me to feel like everything was handled enough to go on this journey again. Like, I only wanted to focus on this journey. I didn't want to focus on anything else. But yeah, so I took them. I felt good. And I felt like doing them because I was watching this video. And this is a YouTuber that I like who doesn't make videos often. And it was titled, "Something Big is Brewing." I think that's what it was. And then he's talking about going on this adventure. And that's been, I mean, I've been talking to you guys about that, but something big is brewing that is going to make that possible for me, is going to make that adventure possible for me. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to jinx it, although I don't think anything can stop my blessings, you know? Basically, I have found an opportunity that will probably pay me what I need to go to Thailand and will give me a job while I am traveling. And I'm really praying that it goes through. Pray for me. Pray for me that it goes through, that this happens. Because then I can take you guys on an adventure with me, which is what his video was also about. But I did it first. I did it first. I've been talking about this for longer. I'm only smoking Blue Lotus, like my smoke blend. So it's a Blue Lotus with rosemary and mugwort and lavender. But I didn't add any weed because I don't have any. If not, I would have. But this is a new experience. And it is easing my anxiety because I was feeling anxiety before starting this video. I haven't fully felt the mushrooms kick in. I don't think that I'm going to because they were like in a bag for a really long time, and I don't know if they're as effective, but but I at least feel more aware and present. And I want to move. Actually, I'll just let you see. We're getting grounded. Ugh. That's better. Get out of my face. No. So I get. That was funny. Okay. So yeah, I am really excited. I currently don't have a job, or a job that's going to pay me what I need for Thailand, but I'm pretty sure I'm about to get one. That's really exciting. I'm trying to solidify that in my mind. Because, like, something that video that I was talking about reminded me. Hold on, I wrote it down. Oh, I remember. The energy precedes the adventure. And then I had also seen a different video yesterday. It was a TikTok, and it was talking about the law of mentalism and how like it has to exist in your mind and be solidified in your mind before it can actually be in your physical reality. And I've had this in my mind at least since January, and I know it's gonna happen for me, but with this new opportunity, I hate this because there's so much up in the air. There's so much that I can't say is a for sure thing. It's just like, it's like God gave me an outline, but I don't get to see all everything else that he has planned. And now, with this new opportunity, I don't know if I'm gonna get to leave when I wanted to leave. I think I might end up having to leave in July instead. For sure, I'm getting my fucking summer in Thailand. But I don't know if it's gonna be June or July that I leave. Because it's March. I don't have anything saved. Literally nothing. I have $2 to my name right now. But I've always believed this. Wholeheartedly, I believe this. I'm going to Thailand and I'm going well off in Thailand. I have 2 months. God is doing something big in 2 months at the very least. Maybe 3. Whoa, it's hitting me. What the fuck? That is so weird. All of my Instagram messages are coming through right now. But I've had my iPad on for a while. I've been recording this for a while. Why is it just coming in now? And then right now that I've felt the mushrooms kicking in. By the way, I need to take a break because I don't feel the best. This kind of already went out on its own. That's interesting. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. That feels good. Listen to me. My iPad doesn't want to sit still. Okay, there. I feel better now. I don't really know what I want to talk about anymore. I think I'm just gonna lay here. Actually, hold on. Well, it's dark now, but I'm still here. You literally can't see anything, but I'm looking at the stars. And I came to the grass. The grass looks interesting. When I'm on mushrooms and I'm in the dark, I see all these like geometric patterns that I know exist there even when I'm not on mushrooms, but I'm able to be more aware of it or process it. Because Mushrooms, when you eat them, the psilocybin ones, I don't want to say attack, because it's not really attacking, it's more like hijacking. They hijack a specific part of your brain, and they make that part of your brain light up and work to basically its full capacity. Well, depending on how much mushrooms you take. And it makes all of the rest of your brain slow down. If you actually look at the brain, the rest of your brain that the mushrooms are not touching, it's dim, and the actual part of the brain that it is, it's really, really bright. And the reason that I like mushrooms better than LSD is because LSD lights up your whole brain all at once and makes them work at basically full capacity all at once. And that is a lot for the brain to handle. The brain is a muscle, and you're overworking your muscles with LSD. Mushrooms are a gradual teacher, a gentler teacher. And because the rest of my brain's processes are slowing down, I'm able to actually see certain things that I'm not able to see, because usually my eyes are taking in information a lot quicker. So maybe it did process the geometric shapes in the grass, but it processed it so fast that I didn't even notice it. I like that mushrooms slow me down, slow time down. And I want to cry all of a sudden. Something big is brewing. And I feel it. I felt it for a very long time. But I'm even closer to it than I was before. I think I'm right there at the tip of a huge cliff that is a blessing. And it's gonna require a leap. It's gonna require full faith. And I think I'm crying because I still have fear that it's never gonna happen. Even though I feel it. There's been so many times that I feel things and have nothing to prove that it's real. And so I doubt these feelings that I have. I doubt these visions and signs. I doubt myself. Because I'm so used to disappointment. But I want that to change. And the only thing that is going to make me trust in myself and in God more is if he finally starts making these things that I see real. I see so many years ahead if I let myself. But it makes the present moment so frustrating sometimes. And at some point I did close myself off. I keep closing my third eye because it's really fucking powerful. But sometimes I see things I don't want to see yet. Or I do want to see them, but then I regret it. That's my biggest issue. Is that I get curious and then I look and I see, and then sometimes I don't like what I see, or sometimes I like what I see, but I have to come back to the reality or to the present moment, and what I see isn't here. Going back to my third eye, I just had a realization on why it is so powerful. Because I think I was born with an even more powerful heart chakra. And because I was born with such a powerful heart chakra, I have a very powerful throat chakra. And now that I have opened both up, my third eye wants to open. My dog keeps trying to get me to move. I was closer to the side of my house, and you guys haven't seen, but I made a video like right after it happened. I was meditating or talking to God on this patch of grass on the side of my house in the sun, and my dog starts barking at literally nothing. And I looked like at the fence, like across the fence at my neighbor's house, and there's nobody there. But she wasn't really looking on the other side of the fence. Like, she was looking in my backyard at nothing and growling at it. And then she started leading me away from there. And right now, where I was sitting, I was close to it, and she was like trying to get my attention. I don't know if you guys were hearing her. And it went from just like little like whoosh, whoosh, to straight up barking. And once I came over here back to where I originally was, she's calm, like she's chill, she's laying down with me. And I've been wondering, because that used to be where I was sitting right now, that used to be like my main spot where I would talk to God, and for some reason I started feeling uncomfortable doing it there. But I didn't realize that it's probably because I'm subconsciously sensing maybe a spirit that is not good. Hold on. I rebuke you. You have no power here. I am not afraid. And you need to leave. In the name of Yeshua, you need to leave. Okay, that actually felt better. Once I said his name, that felt better. Okay, I just need to do that really quick, sorry. Back to what I was saying. Chakras. Man, wait, no. I'll get to that in a second. I just need to process this moment for a second, because I am healing a lot of the fear that I have, or that I used to have, because like it's taken me back to my mushroom trips that I would have out here, and I would sense these things or actually see shadows and fucking people. I saw one person, though I can't say people, but I saw one person physically, and I was very scared. I did let them control me, but not anymore, because I'm no longer afraid. Putting it out there. And I have my dog with me. Y'all can't fuck with her. She won't let you. Even though she's tiny. Okay. Back to chakras. So, yeah, since I grew up with a very strong heart chakra, and in turn a very strong throat chakra, and since I've finally opened both of them up, I trust myself to speak now. I trust myself to love now. Now I need to trust myself to see. Because that runs in my family, like... I don't like to go too in depth about it, and I probably will one day, once it's relevant or when God tells me I need to. But my family is different. I don't know why. We don't fully know our history, but we all have gifts. We all see, we all hear, we all know. And although I think everybody is inherently able to do this, I think my family we're very strong in it already. And instead of us having to build up to that point, we actually have to close ourselves off because we're already there. But we're not always ready to embrace it. And my ancestors are rooting for me and trust me to learn how to master this inherent ability in me. I hope this is making sense. I'm not putting it in the best way, but I have to be the one. And I see that. My mom closed herself off a long time ago. She's Christian. She doesn't want to see a lot of these things. I told her she'll never understand me unless she does mushrooms. And she doesn't understand. And she won't understand until she does mushrooms. My grandma doesn't want to see herself clearly. I don't know what she's done, but she thinks she deserves the pain that she feels every single day, subconsciously or consciously. And when she did mushrooms with me, she said she traveled to hell. And the thing is that mushrooms are just they're just gonna make you aware of something that's already there. And if she thinks that she deserves hell, then yes, she will travel to hell. The mushrooms will take her there. But I was there for her. I poured water on her. I consoled her. I sang to her. And after all that burning or purifying, I would say. She didn't feel any more pain for 9 hours. My grandma has arthritis and carpal tunnel and nerve damage from multiple car accidents that she's been in. And so her pain stopped for 9 hours after the mushroom trip. And I see very clearly that her pain is mental. And I told her if she keeps microdosing, like it'll probably go away. But she says she won't ever do mushrooms again. And like I said, it's because she thinks she deserves it. She deserves the pain. I don't believe that. But I hope that one day, I hope she's still alive for me to heal her completely. My grandma, my great-grandma, her mom, she's done a lot of black magic and light magic. She doesn't like to admit the black magic part, but we all know. And she doesn't trust herself. She didn't take good care of her abilities either. And then my aunt, sorry that I'm giving you the whole rundown, but I feel like I need to, at least for myself. She has an amazing ability to see. And she sees all these spirits that are all over the ranch that she grew up in, that her family grew up in. She sees the darkness, and she doesn't know what to do with it, because there's a lot of darkness that lives inside of her, and she knows that she can't do anything about it. So yeah, like, these women in my family, they've abandoned their abilities because they don't trust themselves. And my journey, my whole life has been about me learning how to trust myself and learning that there's nothing to be afraid of. My dog started growling right as I started thinking about it. I was about to say that I'm ready to see. I don't know anymore. I rebuke you. You have no place here. In the name of Yeshua, you need to leave. My dog is more on guard. I don't know what she sees. But I think that worked. It's kind of crazy that the sun hasn't come up yet. When I came outside, it was 5:30. I just checked the time. It's barely 6 in the morning, 6:11. But I could have sworn that the sun should have been out by now. Oh my gosh. I just saw a rat climbing a branch on my tree. There's a family of rats that are living in my trees, and I had no idea. I just became aware of that recently because I started sitting out here in the dark again. They're always hiding when I turn on the light, but they thrive when I have it off. A lot of what I used to be afraid of was really just animals doing their thing. Because I would hear the rats in that shed where they live in, and I would hear them shuffle and scuffle, like, because I had the lights on, so they never like felt comfortable to get out of there. And I would hear them, and I would think, like, I don't know what I would think, but I would think the worst. But it was just rats that wanted to be free. And then also, when I was doing mushrooms in 2023, the next day after I did the mushrooms, where I was sitting on the grass, it was like dead. And the night before it wasn't like that. So during the day it was dead, and I thought I was the one to cause it. But then God ended up showing me later on that it's the fucking ants. Like, ants are killing my grass. Ants have killed so much of my grass. But I just let them. I let them make their little colonies and kill my grass. A lot of my backyard is just dirt. And I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, that I'm so passive. I'm just letting animals overtake my space. And I see them as teachers, because ants won't always bite you. If I sit in the grass in the same spot and I don't even think about them, right? It's the middle of the night, I don't see them, I don't think about them, I don't get any bites. But if I go during the day and I see the ants, I start to get really uncomfortable and I start to get bitten a lot, because I expect to be bitten, so I get bitten. We need to live with the animals, not apart. And if we just let them do their thing, everything will be okay. There's literally nothing to worry about. The rats ruined the shed. The shed is crumbling. But they're jumping from the shed to all these trees, and like, they're probably so happy. I don't think rats have ever lived like this happy. Just jumping across trees freely and nobody's trying to kill them. They're safe here. I just realized that. That's why they're here. Because they're safe. I'm safe to be around. You don't understand why I'm crying, but I've talked about our inherent abilities, and I've seen what I'm capable of. I asked God to open me up and to show me how powerful I am, and I've seen it. And I know I'm not capable of only light. I can't heal with my hands. I've tried. I think in order to use my abilities for light, like, it actually requires action. Because if I want to heal my ground, my backyard, I have to actively put poison so that the ants stop killing my grass, and then it's gonna grow. But I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know, it's just I don't have an inherent ability to heal or to make things grow or to make things thrive. I don't know. I've tried. But what I do have an inherent ability for is to inflict pain just with my mind. I've briefly talked about it. When I was open, like, I felt like I was a bomb. And I felt like everything around me was going to die. And my dog, Maya, my big one, she was with me. And she would start to seize. And she doesn't have seizures. But she would start to seize when I was like, I really don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna call it radioactive. When I was radioactive, she would start to seize, and seeing that made me very scared of myself. And obviously I put her inside, and I just had to be alone. I had to stop relying on her to protect me because I had to protect her from myself. I wasn't doing it on purpose. And that's what scares me. And so I closed myself off again. But I know that there's gonna be a point where I have to figure out what my fucking powers even are. And I have to start using them. And I don't know how I'm supposed to use them. I don't even know how I'm supposed to practice. I forgot what I'm capable of completely. Like, I keep making myself forget. But I know I'm really, really fucking powerful. And this adventure that I'm gonna go on, this journey, it's gonna be about me training and preparing for this war that we're about to enter. In the physical, I would say it's already began. In the physical, they would say World War III probably started a long time ago with the Middle East. But in the spiritual, we're preparing for a big battle, the biggest battle. Right now there's a ton of little battles happening, and I'm supposed to be a part of the final wave. I've been having that in my head, how the universe works like waves. Right now there's 160 of you subscribed to me. That was the first wave of people, and there will be a second and a third. The third is gonna be a really big one. And I think it's the same for the spiritual war that we're in. On a grander scale, there will be a third wave. And it's gonna be the one that really sticks. It's gonna be the most destructive. But once everything is wiped out, we can build something better. Back in 2023, when I was doing all the mushrooms, I was practicing my ability to control fire. And it's something that I felt like I needed to master because I realized that part of my purpose is not to heal the world, it's to destroy it. But God will introduce me to somebody very soon, I would say, whose purpose is to heal the world, and he will flood it. Like, that's literally what I see in my head, and it's probably metaphorical, maybe literal, I don't know. But I see my fire destroying what already exists, and I see my soulmate, whoever the fuck that is, right? I see my soulmate's water putting out my fires and feeding the ground, feeding the earth, and the waters will eventually go away. And yes, everything is gonna look completely different, but we are going to come together and take care of each other. And make a new world, a better one, and I'm gonna get to live in it. Even though God's saying, or God put it in me to destroy it, I get to see the beauty that comes in the aftermath. There is a purpose to everything. There is a purpose to destruction. There is a purpose to me. And I need to stop being afraid of myself. And I need to trust myself. To do this right, I do. And I know not a lot of you are gonna understand. I feel like I probably lost a lot of you already, and that's okay. That's okay, really, because at the end of the day, it's just me here. I'm just speaking to myself. Having my iPad recording is really just there to make me feel justified in speaking out loud. It makes me feel less crazy that I'm talking to myself right now. These are just things that I need to say out loud. And I want to be here with you until the sun comes out. The sun's taking forever. It's about to be 6:30. Like, what is up? Oh, that makes sense. Daylight savings time happened already. That means it's gonna get darker later, right? I actually want to check this. Okay, I got my phone. Excuse me. Okay. So the sun is supposed to come out at 7:22 in the morning. I'm not waiting another hour. I think I'm just gonna end the video and maybe start another one once it does. That's funny. I'm only up at this time because I went to sleep early around, I want to say it was like 7 or 8. No, it was 8. That I took a nap and I didn't wake up until 4 in the morning. And as soon as I woke up and I saw that video, I was like, I need to do mushrooms. There's been so many things preparing me for this moment. I'm really grateful that it's a chill one. I keep being afraid that these trips are going to be heavy, or that I'm gonna see something that I don't want to see, but the fact is, I am ready. I know how to handle this now, and there's nothing to be afraid of. This can be normal. This awareness that I'm sitting in right now. I'm thinking about Alexa, my friend, because I introduced her to mushrooms last year. Or she had already done them, but like, because I was talking about them so much and doing them, she did them again. She stopped being weary of them, and she started microdosing them. Like she took the mushrooms to a whole other level, which is so interesting to me because mushrooms are my thing. You know, I speak so much about them, so highly of them. I respect them a lot. And I wonder what she sees or what she feels. I understand her more. She's living like this every single day. I also understand why I keep pushing this away. Because if I'm aware, I see where I need to be more responsible and disciplined. And for a while I didn't want to be, which is okay. For a while, God let me live. But I have to get back to work. And that work, it looks different for me than I think it does for other people, but I have to prepare myself and my body and my soul, my mental, everything about me, I have to prepare it for this war, for the battle. I need to defeat the Fire King. I need to defeat the Fire King, and yeah. And I'm at the very beginning of that journey. I'm fucking ang. I'm ang. And I'm about to master all these elements or chakras. Then I'm gonna do what I need to do. Whatever that is. What God... it's not even what God shows me. I just... sometimes I think I see things the way that God does. And I see that there needs to be destruction. And I know that it's not going to be pretty, and it's going to be heartbreaking, because in that destruction there will be a lot of lives lost. But the fact is that we're overpopulated. We're overpopulated, and we've become a parasite to the earth, and we are hurting it. The earth cannot handle all of these people. The earth will do what it needs to do. God will do what God does. You just gotta pray that you get to see the after. Appreciate this time that we have. Appreciate the bit of normalcy that we still have left. But it's about to get really uncomfortable. I don't know if you heard the bird. It was like confirming that. It's about to get really uncomfortable. Things are gonna be heating up, literally. Use those uncomfortable feelings. Use them as fuel. Fuel that'll get you through whatever is coming. Hold on to your people. Take care of the ones you love. Be with the ones you love. Build communities. Get to know your neighbors. Because you're gonna need each other. I think we have at least until the end of the summer. We have at least until the end of the summer. I don't know. Things are getting really bad. And I would love to be able to ignore it. I would love to say that it doesn't exist, but it does. And I think that if I just ignore it, that would be a detriment to my future. So I'm just using this as fuel. Okay, I need to smoke again. So instead of smoking, I had went inside to go to the restroom, and I spent a lot of time sitting in the restroom thinking, and I texted Alexa because she had texted me and I hadn't responded because I was unaware and asleep. Now I'm awake again. Or I was half awake before. Now I'm fully awake, I would say. But it's really annoying. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. But it's also annoying because I'm responsible for my life, right? And I was thinking about this in the restroom because every single step I had to take, because I'm on my period, and sorry, TMI, but you know, like I gotta make sure I'm clean, I gotta change my pad, I gotta do all these things, and every single step I had to take took so much out of me, and I had to like literally prepare myself for it. And I don't remember what I was saying. I know I was talking about how, you know, I feel more responsibilities when I'm aware. And I remembered another one. My dogs. I literally spent a lot of time out, but only for like 3 days. And there was one day that I didn't get back home, and I spent the night somewhere. And I came back, and Maya, she keeps gnawing at this spot that she has near her tail. And she does it when she's stressed. And it looks really bad right now. Because while I was out, I guess having fun, right, she was really stressed. Probably both of them were. And it sucks. But because I love them, I'm gonna make that sacrifice, and I'm gonna be here more. I'm already here so much. But they need me. And I wanna have fun with my friends. I wanna go to sleepovers, but actually, I really don't. At least sleepovers. I love my house and my bed. And yeah, my cousin wants to like invite me and wants me to be out with her, but I don't want to. I want to be home. I want to make these videos and just be with my dogs. And I go out once in a while. But it's okay to say no. And I think that's what God is showing me right now. It's okay to say no. And it's okay to want to be alone. They don't need me. My dogs need me. I need me. Oh, I like that. They don't need me. I need me. I like that a lot. Yeah, so I'm gonna be prioritizing myself. I'm probably gonna be home more, which is so funny because I thought I was supposed to, you know, like have fun and appreciate these people and my hometown before I leave. But I think God is just already getting me used to not having them. Or wants me to. And the only person that I want to be around right now is Alexa. And I haven't seen her in a while because she's more of a hermit than I am. I mean, she's been aware. She's been doing these mushrooms almost every single day. She does them consistently. And that's where she's at, you know, focusing on her own things. And that's what I need to do too. And I need to be more like Alexa. and be with myself. be okay with just myself. And remembering that Alexa gets me. I love all my friends and my cousins, but Alexa understands me and I understand Alexa. We're very different people and we experience things very differently, but there's something in her that I know. I don't know, there's just something that we have in common, and I can't name what that something is, but I think we're meant to discover it together, and I think that's why I only want her with me right now. Like, when I feel uncomfortable, she's the person that I could sit in those uncomfortable feelings with. And we're gonna hang out. Like I'm not crying because I can't spend time with her. I can. I already texted her. I think I'm crying because I forgot this. I forgot that and how much I care. And I'm remembering something that she told me, which is that, like, she needs that push to get out of her shell. That sometimes she wants for somebody to, like, not listen to her no. Like, she wants for somebody to give her more reassurance that we want her there, or that I want her there, and I do, and I forgot that. So yeah, so I asked her if we could spend time today. She says Sunday, I said today, I want to see you. The sun's out now. I'm gonna go back to that spot that I wanted to sit in. Where should I put you? Well, I wanted to sit here, but this isn't a good view. Because I sit here and I look up at my tree. But for today, for the video, I will not look at my tree. I will look at a shitty wall. I look at my tree through the camera. I feel good. Excuse me. I think I'm completely alone. My dad and my grandpa left the house, if I'm not mistaken. My dad went to the gym. My grandpa, I don't know what he does at this time, actually. This is a good trip. It's really uncomfortable because I don't want to feel uncomfortable right now. I want to be comfortable, and that's why I've been fighting this. And I think I could keep staying aware. I just have to be okay with the fact that it separates me, like, physically from people, because what I need is to be alone. But people, they want me there. Maybe they feel they need me there, but the reality is they're just fine on their own. Just like I'm just fine on my own. Yesterday, my friends, they wanted me to go to the beach with them, but I just wanted to be alone. And I said no. And I stayed, and they probably had so much fun without me. And I'm perfectly okay with that. It actually makes me very happy that they had fun without me, because it relieves me of the responsibility, I guess, to bring everybody together. I already did the thing. I already brought them together. All of them, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. That's crazy. Wait. I'm just like processing. So much has come together in the past couple months, and it's because of me, low-key. I introduced my friend Fiona to her now best friend Kenna. I introduced my cousin Vivi to Kenna, or reintroduced rather, because they had already met the year before through another friend, but they didn't get each other's contact info, so they ended up reconnecting because of me. And then Diana, I introduced to like all my friends. And before that, she didn't, like, the friends that she did have were just girls, and she didn't fully resonate with them. And I don't know, there's just a lot that has happened, and I have brought a lot of people together. And now I'm taking myself out of the equation. I did my work. I did what I needed to do. Now I can rest. My God. He rested on the 7th day. Aww. So literally all the people that I just mentioned, right? They're in this group chat. It's called Party Possums. And somebody just texted in that group chat. So, and I saw the Party Possums, and I saw everybody's name. So that's a nice little synchronicity. You know, and after these moments of like needing to be alone, wanting to be alone, I always come out of it wanting to be with somebody or spend time with somebody. Usually Alexa, but I'm gonna see who just texted in that chat, and I want to ask them to hang out. So I'll probably do that, but yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me on this trip. It was actually a pretty chill one compared to other ones. Like, it was a chill trip, but for some reason it felt really overwhelming because I think I was fighting it. Well, I don't want to fight it anymore, so yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. I love you so much. So much. You have no idea. Thank you for watching these videos. If you watch them all, thank you. Seriously. Let me know who you are. but yeah, you're cool as fuck. That's what I want you to take from this. You're cool as fuck. You should do mushrooms soon. It's gonna show you what you need to see. I love you. Bye.